Hey everyone, I've got another video for Vanguard, and it is going to be on, well, I mentioned it in the last episode. This is Fated 1 of Unparalleled Varga Dragres. This is going to be the third update for this deck, as it got one very good card in set 4, and, well, let's get into it. Of course, this is the starter as always. Heated Blade, our Dart, and then we have the very good generic grade 1 ride line for Dragon Empire, which is Rising Star Varga. The first effect, during your turn, this unit gets 2k for each of your rear guards. That sometimes comes up. And then, well, the effect that does come up, when you would ride from Ride deck, you can ride with Soul Blast 1 instead of choose a card from hand and discard it. So that's pretty good. That's it for Varga. Of course, next up, we've got Boulder Axe Dragon. When this unit is ruled upon by a grade 3 with Varga in its card name, you can call it to a rearguard circle. Then its rearguard effect is when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, this unit gets an extra 5,000 power until the end of that battle, and then at the end of that battle, you can retire this unit and draw a card. This effect is mandatory. Of course, well, my main guy, Fated 1 of Unparalleled, Varga Dragres. His effect is when this unit attacks a Vanguard, you can counterblast 1, then retire all of your and your opponent's front row rear guards, and this unit gets an extra 10,000 power until the end of turn. At the end of that battle, stand this unit, and it gets drive -2 until the end of turn. Of course, again, the power stays, and this gets around some of the effects that prevent retiring, as it does not target them. So it prevents, or well, it gets past effects that prevent targeting, but not stuff that just stops them from being retired altogether. So, yeah, there's that. And then, of course, Varga's Divine Skill. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked a grade 3 or greater unit. And if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or more cards, and this unit attacked 2 or more times this turn, you can counterblast 1, stand this unit, and it gets drive +2 until the end of turn. And again, Divine Skill can only be used once per game. And yeah, that is Varga. We've seen him a lot, so we probably know what he does by this point. Of course, 3 more copies of Varga. No Grail this time. This deck does enough drawing as it is, and we have a few more grade 3s in here than the last time. So having 1 more grade 3 card in an order at that will just make the deck way too cloggy. So just 3 Varga for here. The new card, this is Twin Pulsive Dragon. And this unit is placed on rearguard circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, you can Energy Blast 3, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or grade 2 or less card from among them, call it to a rearguard circle, and then shuffle the deck. So not only does it give you a card, it also shuffles the deck, which is actually a very good thing, as Varga didn't have something that did that before. So this actually is very significant. And then its other effect is when this unit is retired from rearguard by the ability of your Vanguard with Varga in its card name, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, choose one of your Vanguards, and then it gets 5k power until the end of turn. Very nice. And such a good card. Of course, 2 more copies of this guy, Obsdurusi Glaive Dragon, front row rearguard circle effect. During your turn, if your front row does not have another rearguard with the same name as this unit cannot be retired by card effects, and it gets an extra 10,000 power. So not only can it not be retired by Varga's effect, it's also a 23 attacker on its own, which is very nice. And then regular rearguard circle, so if it's in the back, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, this unit gets boost. Very nice. So it can also be a booster when you need it to be. Of course, 3 more copies of Boulder Axe. We've already gone over him. Four copies of Shura. When this unit attacks, you can Energy Blast 2, and this unit gets an extra 5,000 power until the end of that battle. Choose one of your other rearguards with a different card name from this unit, and it gets the effect of the auto effect. When this unit is retired from rearguard circle, put this card into your hand. So it helps stuff that you would retire with Varga's effect to go back to your hand instead. Very nice. And then her final effect is when this unit is retired from rearguard by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, counterblast 1. Call this card to a rearguard circle, and then it gets 10,000 power until the end of turn. Very cool, as it can enable you more attacks. And again, she's just one of the good cards that Varga has. Two Stealth Fiend Beadroll Crow. His effect is when this unit is retired from rearguard by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. This is here as this can help you pick off rearguards in your opponent's back row rearguard circle that they might try to keep back there to prevent them from being hit by Varga's front row retiring. Of course, this card's going to be obsolete in the new build for Varga, which can wipe the entire board, which is coming up pretty soon. So, yeah, this is probably going to be the last time we see this guy. So, yeah, easy as that. We actually have an order in here now. This order is bonds between humans and dragons. There is another great Dragon Empire order, but I unfortunately didn't pick it up at the time, so this one will suffice. Play this with Energy Blast 2, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets an extra 25,000 power until the end of that battle. Of course, this is a Blitz order. That means you use it on your opponent's turn, so it is a defensive card. Yeah. Again, there's another Blitz order that's way better, but I don't have that one, unfortunately. Battle Monk of the Raging Flames Roxay. Of course, this is the card that prevents intercepting. When this unit is placed on a rearguard circle, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, your opponent can't intercept until the end of turn. And then when any player's unit is retired from the front row rearguard circle in the same column as this unit during your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, you can retire this unit to draw a card. Very nice. And next up is a card with a pretty similar effect. However, it does when this unit is stood by your card's ability, so when Varga restands, you can retire him to draw a card. This is mid-hot. It's also pretty good in Overlord. That's mid-hot. Of course, we've now got 2 more cards. Well, a few more cards, but these are mainly the ones you're going to want to play to the field that are almost done. This is Impalehorn Dragon. This is the special booster for Varga. During your turn, during the battle that this unit boosted... Sorry, the silver rare is kind of hard to read. During the battle that this unit boosted, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, this unit gets an extra 5,000 power, so it is always a 13k booster when you have Varga. However, if it's behind Varga specifically, it gets the effect. When this unit boosts a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Varga in its card name, this unit gets also an extra 2,000 power until the end of that battle. And at the end of that battle, Soul Blast 1 and retire this unit, draw a card. So just another card to draw you more cards. Of course, 3 of any of the Dragon Empire PGs, along with Elementaria Sanctitude. That's just kind of obvious. Of course, there's the other Elementaria you can use as well. It's just personal preference, really, and what you have. Four of the non-effect crits. This one. 4 of the effect ones. 4 heals. 3 draws. The effect draws. And there is a better over trigger for this deck. However, I do kind of like the off chance of getting the 4th attack with Dragveda. So I'm keeping Dragveda in here. It's also because I don't have the other over trigger that Varga usually uses. So whatever. Varga's pretty funny with Dragveda. And yeah, that is it for Varga Dragres. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next up should be Reziel, and then we should be on to all of the destined ones that are in set 4. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video once again.